We bow before your throne. We bow before the throne. Father, we give you all the glory. Oh, be lifted above all the guys. We lay our crowns and worship. Oh, glorious God, we praise your name. We lay our crown and worship you. Oh, glorious God, we praise your name. We lay, Father, we bow before the throne. Adios. For you. We lay our crowns. We lay our crowns.
Good evening. Good evening, friends. Good evening. You're welcome to my first broadcast in the year 2024 on Impact Royal TV. I want to say a very big thank you to all the people behind the scene. I want to appreciate Pastor Michael, Evangelist Akin, Reverend Lawrence, and I want to appreciate the madam in charge of the account of the treasury, Mrs. Fajolul. I appreciate you, and above all, the Ray man himself, the one in charge of the TV station, the one that makes it work, Andy. We owe you immensely, and I sincerely say thank you to you for making it possible that anytime you're called upon, you're always responding. And thank you for particularly the time, the ideas, and everything that you have done. We appreciate you. Once again, beloved, you're welcome to Impact Royal TV. You're welcome to my favorite program, Something in Need for You. This is the first broadcast for the year 2024. And let me say this, friends, just to encourage you to share on your wall. Share on your wall. And also try to subscribe. I shouted and screamed about this subscribe last year. I believe this year you're going to oblige me by sharing on your wall. Invite friends, and family to listen. There's always something in it for you to learn. I do not come to you from the perspective of Mr. Know-how or someone that have all the knowledge. I just want to share a few with you that can basically be a blessing to you. So permit me to say to every one of you that Happy New Year. It is my belief that this year shall be better than last year for you. It shall be a joyful year, a peaceful year, a glorious one too. That the year that you fulfill your purpose and your destiny, and everything will work for you for the glory of God. Amen. So once again, you're welcome to Something in Need for You. Today, as I love to do, I want to provoke you and I want to challenge you as well. Because you may still be in the euphoria of a new year. But I want you, of a New Year celebration, but I want you to understand that time and tide wait for no one. You will be amazed that today is 8th of January. And by the time you get to the end of this week, January is already gone to half. You are already in half of the month. And some of us may even be reflecting that when did we really start 2023, that 2023 is gone. The calendar is changed. It's changed. And I want you to understand that it become irreversible. It's already irreversible. So the question today is, how are you going to spend your 2024, and how are you going to make it count? How are you going to make it count? You see, if you fail to make your year count, you will regret it. And one of the things I discovered is that people that do not make their own year count, that choose to do nothing about their own year, or perhaps do not work effectively towards their own year, their own time, the moment they have, they become envious of others. They become envious of others that make good use of their time. And there's no reason for you to be envious of anyone if you fail to make good use of your own time. You see, we all get the same 24 hours every day, and that gives you 1,440 minutes a day. And if you multiply that by 60, that gives you 86,400 seconds a day. That's how much you have to make decisions, to choose where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to do it. And I want you to understand something, friends. You have the capacity and the propensity to turn your own life around to make things work for you. You have what it takes. And God has given every one of us the ability to make wealth, the skill to make wealth, the strength to become whatever we desire to become. He has given them that to all of us. But it now depends on you and on me how you're going to make all those abilities and skills to come to manifestation. But one of the greatest things that you have to bear in mind is that it's not God that is going to do it for you. There are things that God will do, there are things that you have to do. It is a relationship thing, it's a partnership thing. He will act his own part, and you will need to act your own part. But as you begin the journey of 2024, this is something I normally do. I always do it on Nigeria FM all the time to provoke you, to challenge you, so that you do not sleep the sleep of death. You do not sleep in slumber. Then, so you need to be alive and active and awake, that the year is already started going. Time and tide wait for no one. So how am I going to spend my 2024 and make it meaningful, make it accountable? You see, even in life, it doesn't matter how long you live, you're still accountable to God. That's why I believe that everyone in this world, we are accountable. If you're children, you are accountable to your parents. It doesn't matter how long you live, how old you are. You are accountable to your parents. They brought you to this world. That's my belief. Now, you are also accountable to the government of the country where you live. You are accountable. So, there is no one in this world that will say, I am not accountable to anyone. If you're not accountable to anyone, then you are a devil. Only the devil that refuses to be accountable. He wants others to be accountable to him, but he doesn't want to be accountable to anyone. Then that is the devil. So, in life, you are accountable, and you need to be accountable, to be honest, because You didn't just bring yourself to this world, somebody brought you to this world. So in leadership structure, there is accountability. The day a man or a staff beginning to say he is not accountable to anyone in the office, then he's saying that he or she is bigger than that office. Then that individual is already walking on the pedestal of a downfall. So you are accountable, whether you are a driver, you are a gate man, your executive officer, your manager, your whatever you are, rise to the point of becoming the CEO. You are accountable to the board of directors, and the board of directors are accountable to the shareholders. So you are accountable, and that is how life is structured. So every minute and second, hear me, that God has given you, He didn't just give you for free without you not being accountable. You will account for it. If you allow you to live as long as you want to live like Methuselah, you will account for it. So my question today is, if He's giving you 2024, I want you to make good use of every minute of 2024, because you will need to account for it. So how am I going to spend my 2024? It's a question, and make it accountable. I think I will try to provide answers. But at the end of the day, it is not just the answer that I give that matters. It is how you respond to issues and to situations and circumstances all around you that really matters. And your answer can only help to prioritize your life. Your answer can only help to reorganize, to put in perspective your life. But I want you to understand one thing, and that's where I'm going to start from, the issue of time. The issue of time. You see, if you are reckless with time, then you become poor. You will become poor. You see, if somebody steals your car, you can get another one. If you lose your wallet, all your credit cards and all that, you can easily get them back. You can't get them back. You can easily phone, all those things can be replaced within hours or days. But when you lose your time, let me be clear with you, it becomes irreversible. Irreversible. And that's why you must never allow anyone, no matter how highly placed they are, never allow anyone to waste your time. A time waster is a destiny waster. But the most dangerous one is when you yourself waste your own time. That becomes really serious, because when you are the one wasting your own time, then you are dangerous to yourself, you are dangerous to your family, you are dangerous to your community. And I will tell you why I said you're dangerous. You're dangerous because there are people whose destiny is connected to you. There are people whose life is connected to you. There are people that are designed to rest on your shoulder so that you can carry them to the next level. You can carry them to the next level. Don't get me wrong. You are not sent to the entire world. You are not sent to carry the burden of the entire world. The one that is responsible to carry the burden of the entire world is God. He created the world. It is His responsibility to carry the burden of the world. And by so doing, He created structures, amenities, institutions, humanity in different categories and spectrum to carry burden as an instrument of helping Him to carry the burden. So you are created by God, and also that some people are attached to you so that you can help them to transform their own life. And that's why it's dangerous. If for you to allow people to waste your time, and for you also to waste your own time, One of the most annoying things, and anyone that knows me will tell you this, that I can easily get angry and lose my senses, is to waste my time. I have zero tolerance for a time waster. Because if I can quickly put in the time, make the sacrifice that we agreed on time, and I'll leave my home on time to get there before time, I'll always give an hour. If you have an appointment with me for 3 p.m., I will make sure that I get there by 2, waiting for you. But my waiting time threshold is 10 minutes. 10 minutes, any minute after 10 minutes, I am gone. I'm not going to wait for you. I will not wait for you. We can meet another time at my own time, but I will not wait for you because you are a time waster. Good business, great business are done by time. I remember when Mark Zuckerberg was to buy WhatsApp from the Ukrainian guy that started it. The meeting was done at a coffee shop. At the coffee shop, they met at the time. That is billion-dollar business. They agreed to time. They met at the Costa coffee shop. Talk, exchange pleasantries, shake hands, deal done. Business closed. You can see billions of business, done according to time they agree on. But you're never a billionaire or a millionaire. You're still a struggler, and you cannot keep time. So what happens when you become rich, when you become so big, when you have so much responsibility, so much decisions to make, then you are going to tell God to always revise the time back for you. It is an act of irresponsible behavior. It shows that such individual cannot manage great things. They cannot manage big things. They cannot manage, an empire, a big establishment. They will model it up because they want the God to pause the time for them. They want everything to stand still according to their own time. If you're serious about life, the time you spend on doing your nails, doing your makeup, doing your eyelashes, you're doing, I'm not saying you should not, you should not look good. You need to do good. You need to dress well. I'm not saying that. But guess what? The business that you're doing is the one financing, they're giving you the ability, the finance, the resources to be able to do the eyelashes, to be able to do your nails, to be able to do your makeup, to be able to dress well. That business should be priority. That source should be more important. That it is what you need to give time to. You need to spend time on that, and that time is crucial. So if you have a business appointment, don't let eyelashes, don't let every little thing that you can easily wash away to hold you back, for people to say you are not serious, that you're not serious. And that's what killed a lot of African business, because you printed things out that you open at 9 or 10, and customer get there at that particular time and you are yet to open, and you just I'm very sorry that I'm running late. It's nonsense. It is nonsense. When Sainsbury or Tesco or Asda, all those big establishments say they're going to open at so time, that time is there. They open, and that is the time they open. They open at that particular time. So you just need to understand that when people start to realize that you are a time waster, they're not going to do business with you. So that's number one that you need to bear in mind as you go through the journey of 2024, in you try to make your time count. Every minute, make it count. Number two thing, even if you look at it from the scriptural perspective, because I know this program is not just about appealing to the Christian faith. It appeals to everybody. That is why it's called something in it for you. So it may be coming, you may be looking at the screen on Sunday morning, but it's not a Sunday morning program. It is a program that it comes every Monday, but to address issues that can make you a better person. That is the essence of this program. The number 2 point that I want to share with you is what I call stop saying yes to everybody. Stop saying yes to everybody. And I mean it. You cannot, as I've said earlier, you cannot solve the problem of everyone. You cannot carry the burden of the entire world. If you're not very careful, the same people that you're saying yes to all the time, they will laugh at you at last. They will laugh at you. They will mock you at last. If you think you want to solve everybody's problem, you will become the poorest. You will become the poorest. I am not saying that you should not be kind. I'm not saying that you should not be nice. I'm not saying that you should not be generous to people. But get something clear. Never put yourself in a position that people will abuse you. Never put yourself in that situation. So never be that kind of a guy that will say yes to all. In other words, don't become people pleasing. Don't become people pleasing. Make sure that you are only able to do what you can do. Only able to do what you are capable of doing. Because if you stretch yourself in pleasing others, you displease your family. You see, you displease your family. You displease everyone, the things that matter. You displease yourself. But do you know something? Those same people, they may not be there for you when you need them. They may not be there for you. So, when you need to say no, let your no be capital no. Let it be capital no. And that's the key issue. Let your no be capital no. If you cannot do it, then don't do it. Only do what you can do. And that's what I really want you to understand. That you do only what you can do, not what people want you to do. Not what people want you to do. Because if you continue to go about what people want you to do, there is only going to be one person that will struggle. And that person will have to be you. Will have to be you. So, number 3 thing that I want to share with you again is that never stop learning. Never stop learning. You see, in life, you must learn at all times. There are things to learn. The day you stop learning is the day you die. Is the day you die. You have something to learn. I have something to learn. We all have something to learn. And the moment you learn it, it can only make your life much better. It can only make your life much better. So, learn and continue to learn and continue to learn and continue to learn. And that's how you can improve your career. That's how you can improve your life. That's how you can turn your life around. That's how you can have a better business. That's how things can work properly for you. Don't just remain where you are. Go and learn a skill. Go and learn. You see, I was talking to a lady a couple of days ago. She wrote something on her wall which was very captivating. And I really love what she wrote on her wall. What she said was that and it was just trying to echo what the late president of not late, the former president of Nigeria, the past president, what he said, Buhari, that university education alone may not be sufficient for you. While you're studying, go and learn other works, other skill. And guess what? It was meaningful, very, very meaningful. You can, and you because you're in university does not mean you cannot learn other skill. It doesn't mean. Most of us in the part of the world, I went to uni in this part of the world. I never went to uni in Nigeria, by school abroad. All my university studies was in the United Kingdom. I worked and I went to uni. I was able to do the two together. At a particular time, I have a family with a young child. You understand, to look after. At the same time, we went to school. I was in uni, working, having family to look after. I was able to walk myself around, all that, walk around the clock, to be able to make it possible. So what I'm saying is, I could have decided to not to, go to school and say, oh, I have family now, so let me focus more on my family and abandon the education for now. But I choose not to do that. I decided to get myself educated. So, and today, it is education that I'm enjoying and the grace of God. So you can learn. And I was like, imagine at the time, if I was choosing to learn other career, other skill, it would have been much better. I would have added more value to my life. So never stop learning. Never stop learning. Look, this particular person I was talking about happens to be a graduate, but is also a tailor, and also, you do a tailor, also sell materials. I always buy materials from her all the time. And because of education, she was able to put professionalism into it and done it in a way that you will know that, yes, this is a graduate. This is somebody with common sense and brain, with integrity. So never stop learning. Never stop learning. The day you stop learning is the day you die. Always get that clear, friends, that the day you stop learning is the day you die. So in 2024, try to learn something. Try to learn something. You see, when I say something, don't go to uni and to go and learn some stupid courses. You learn philosophy, sociology. You went to uni to go and learn mass communication. I'm one of the people that believe that mass communication is a fraud. It's a scam, to be honest. Ask this, what do you study? Mass com. If you go to most universities and polytechnics in Nigeria, majority of all those departments, you will find loads of people in mass communication. You wasted your money. You wasted your time. You wasted your resources. Go and spend those money to learn some, skills. Thereafter, there's open university where you can go. You can always go back to university. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can still go back to school to learn. In United Kingdom, you see, once you are 21 years old and above, even if you do not have qualification, if you do not have A levels, you can still go to university. You can go to university. You just need to do some courses. Once you pass all those courses, then they will put you through, encourage you. Before you know, university, here you come. And I have seen people with that A level that they came out with first class in university. No, I have seen a man at the age of 80 who obtained a PhD because that was his dream. He served in the British Army before. He had no education. But when he retired from the army, he decided to go to school to go and study. And he came out with a PhD from Cambridge University. What are you talking, French? If it is mechanics you want to learn, what stops you? If it is tailoring you want to learn, what stops you? If it is you want to become an electrician, you want to learn about electrical things, what stops you? If you want to become a plumber, what stops you? What stops you? So, get on with it and learn something. It's going to be useful for you one day. You see, around September, I traveled in July. I came back in September. By the time I came back, I had issues with my, with my hot water at the bathroom, and the hot water at the bathroom was not flowing. So each time I want to bath, I have to use bucket to go and get water from the kitchen, to bath, to get hot water from the kitchen to bath. The cold water was flowing, but the hot water was not coming out, hot. And I started to call different people, that I'm looking for a plumber, and I put it on, on different groups that I belongs to. Now one decided to say was going to come, and he started to give me appointment and when it's about an hour to the time he will cancel another. No, it was just for 3 different appointments. He didn't turn up. And I was at home waiting for him. I couldn't go out. So, one particular one now said for him to come, just to come and examine and see what went wrong with my stuff, that was going to charge me £150. Then when he fixed it, then we can take it out of the bill. £150 just to come and see whether I, took him on or not. That £150, how long will it, is he going to stay in my house just to look at what is wrong? I bet you will not spend half an hour. £150 gone. So you can begin to see that the kind of job that you will do, that they're going to pay you £150 an hour, will have to be at a top managerial post. Real top managerial post, unless you are you are in an entertainment world or all that. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to get across here, how you can make your year count. Every minute that you have, how you can make it count. How you can do something that can enhance your skill, that can make you to have a better resources in the year 2024. So let me share one more with you before before I go, and that is for somebody on this platform, that in everything that you do, put first things first. Put first things first. And that first thing first that you need to put is God. I believe in God. I have trust and confidence in God. And I love God with passion, with everything. And I believe that with that thing, I would not be where I am today. So if that be the case, put first thing first. That first thing is God. Don't let anyone fool you that there is no God. The Bible is only a fool that will say there is no God. Only a fool. A mark of real maturity is for you to put God first in all that you do. With that thing, you are nothing. He is the author of time. He is the author of life. If you put him first, then he will put you first. You see, let me say this to you. Priority is the order of importance. Priority is the order of importance. In your journey of 2024, if you put God first as your priority, every other things will align for you, because it will guide you, because it will make things possible for you. The Bible told me clearly that he ordered the steps of the righteous. Now, your relationship with him will make him to order your step to the right place. When a man's way please the Lord, he will make his enemy to be at his foot. When a man's way please the Lord. When a man's way please the Lord, helper will come for you. You can imagine what happens in the biblical story to Sarephat. She had no relationship, according to 1 Kings chapter 17, she had no relationship with Elijah. But because her ways pleased the Lord spoke to Elijah and sent Elijah to her, and the story changed. Some of you may still remember the story of Jumoke, the bread seller. She was at the right place at the right time. And guess what happened? The appointed time for her to make it came. So, if God really matters to you in life, don't put God at the back, put him at the front. So, in other words, put first thing first. For me as a believer, for you as a believer, for you as a child of God, put God first as you go through the journey of 2024. In fact, in the book of Mark chapter 12 verse 30, the Bible made me to know clearly. And when it says you love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. Now, guess what? Who gives you the soul? Who gives you the mind? Who gives you the strength? God. And if you make God, you see, it's not just about, oh, I love God, but let the world see that you love God. Love the things of God. Love the work of God. When you're called upon to do things for God, do it joyfully. Don't do it grudgingly. Don't do it reluctantly. Do it gloriously. Make him proud, and it too will make you proud. If you make God proud in what you do, it will make you proud too. You see, he's the author of time. He's the controller of time. Time is in his own hands. He can elongate your time. He can increase your time. So the one who controls the time is the one that you need to give all your times to in the journey of 2024. But always get something clear, as I love to say at all time. Never waste your time, and never allow anyone to waste your time. If you allow people to waste your time, then it is your own foolishness. But if you waste your own time, then you're stupid. So, allow people to waste your time is your foolishness, but you wasting your time is stupidity. So, I hope you understand the essence of this encouragement or something in need for you today. And I pray that in making decision, you will make good decision that will help you and help your family. But always get one thing clear. It doesn't matter how long you live. The one who allow you to live that long, you will account to him. So never put yourself above everybody, thinking that you're not accountable. If you are in leadership, you are accountable. If you are in secular business, you are accountable. If you are in ministry, you are accountable. If you are in a family, you are accountable. That's why you have a father, you have a mother. There is accountability. So that's how you have siblings. There's accountability. The hierarchical structures is created by God. As it is in heaven, so it is in the world too. So there is a structure of accountability. Ask yourself, beloved, who are you accountable to? if you have no one in your life that you are accountable to, then you are a devil. Only the devil that is not accountable. So don't be a devil. Be accountable. Put yourself under someone that can, that you can report yourself to. Someone that can correct you. Someone that can, if they need to scold you, scold you. If they need to, if they need whatever they need to do to put you right. It's only people that love you that will scold you. It's only people that love you, that care about you, that will tell you that you are wrong. Don't become someone that cannot be corrected. Don't become someone that cannot be talked to. If you become someone that cannot be talked to, then you're becoming a devil. This is what I have come to share with you in something in need for you. Until such a time I come your way again, I wish you a wonderful year. I pray that this year shall be the best for you. I pray that this year will give you good life, good health, good dividends, all your investment. None of them will go down the drain. It shall be your time of harvest or your time of joy. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless you.